I'm here with Jalen this morning and we're out on the road. Jalen, where are we going?
To Alexandria, Pennsylvania.
Alexandria is about 3 hours away from where our farm is. Jalen, why are we going to Alexandria, Pennsylvania?
We're going to go see Jim. He's a differently abled farmer like me.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And his name starts with a J, just like yours.
Yep.
Double jeopardy. And why are we going to see Jim this morning?
Because he has goats.
That's right, he has goats.
Hi, I'm Jim, head goatologist of Blue Dog Farms, and I'm here with my buddy Jim. He's a differently abled farmer, and in the background here we've got sheep, and we're gonna look around his farm. So how long do you keep the does and billies together normally for them to breed?
That depends upon how long you want your kidding cycle to last. I believe that does cycle every 21 days. So if you have it, if you put the billy in, 3 cycles will give you 60 days the possibility of having kids. So it just depends upon how long you want to cycle.
Okay. How often do you move your goats when you have them on pasture?
Right now, we just move them whenever the pasture gets low. But we are establishing more of an intensive grazing system, and I think that the way they're setting the system up, it's going to be every 7 days. You're supposed to rotate out of a pasture.
Okay. What do you find most difficult when having goats?
Well, with our goats, it's whenever they kid, because of my physical disabilities, being able to do what I need to do the way I need to do it. So for me, that's the hardest part of having goats.
Okay. Do you have any problems with predators?
No, we do not have any problem with predators, no.
Okay. Why did you choose to breed goats?
Because my son wanted to. I'm doing the goats and the sheep because trying to keep things going for my son so that the farm's ready whenever he wants to take it over. And he wants to do goats and sheep.
How did you get started raising goats?
It started as a 4-H project with both of my kids.
Okay.
And then my son just enjoyed it to the point that he just wanted to continue with it.
on a table.
Jalen,
Yes.
you realize that this is being recorded,
Yes.
so you don't really need to take notes.
I am still taking notes.
All right.
Tell us about the work Abby and Agri-Ability is doing for you.
Wow, Abby and Agri-Ability. They are Agri-Ability. Whenever Abby came in, she did her farm survey and figured out some things. What they're going to do for me is they are going to get me a utility vehicle to use to get around the farm and from the house to the barn. They're also going to be putting a lift on my tractor so that I don't have to climb the steps. I can just use the lift to get onto the tractor. They are also getting me, I believe it's called Jiffy Hitch, which is something that I can use on my 3-point hitch equipment so that I don't have to get off and on the tractor to mount the 3-point hitch stuff. And they're also putting in 2 bulk feed bins so that whenever my feed comes, they'll just, instead of bags, it'll come in bulk and they'll just blow it into the bins. And they're providing me with an electric wheelbarrow that I can take around and dump the feed from the bin into the wheelbarrow, and I can bring it down to wherever I need to go and then feed it from there. I don't have to carry it. And if Abby was a couple years older, I'd have asked her to marry me. That's how special I think she is. Abby is a great young lady, does a great job.
What do you find most rewarding about doing goats?
Well, I'll be honest with you, what I find most rewarding is whenever I get a paycheck from it. That I was able to sell, and that means it was a success, instead of having kids die on me and not being able to sell them. So.
Can you tell us what effect goats grazing has done to your pasture?
Probably cleaned them up some, because there was some stuff that really, it was kind of getting out of control, and the goats being in there, they've eaten it and cleaning up the pastures a little bit.
And weeds too.
Yeah, and weeds too. Because goats sheep like a more of a soft grass, and the goats will eat just about anything.
What type of goats do you raise and why?
We raise boar goats. Why? They probably, the boar goat is, as far as a market, we are raising goats to try to sell to kids to take to county fairs for their market projects. And the boar goat is probably the most popular animal to be doing that with, because the boar goat is more of a meat goat. So that's why the boar, so that we can sell to kids to take to county fairs, jackpot shows. Eventually we would like to try to get into the farm show.
Well, that is all my questions.
That's all of them, okay. You just behave yourself. Yeah, that's what. Jalen's got to go. She was actually the goat of the show.
All right, well,
Okay, well, you messed up your hands. You want to come up to the house and wash them?
yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. We want to thank Jim for letting us come out here and experience this, showing us his tribe and his flock and his pastures. Well, we're going to take this little guy up to the house and head back to our farm. So this is Dan, Blue Dog Farms with Jalen, head goatologist, and you have a blessed day. So what did you think about the baby goats?
They were cute.
Yeah? You think you might want to have some baby goats?
Yes.
So we're here at Diner 22 on the way home, stopping for some lunch. And we're talking with Jalen, head goatologist at Blue Dog Farms, about our learning experience with Jim today with the goats. What did you like best about the goats that Jim has?
There was a lot about them that I liked. Like how sometimes people's goats aren't really tame, and his goats, you can walk up to them and pet them. It's how I want my goats to be. Can I have some of your coffee? It's very hot.
It's supposed to be hot.
How can you drink that